Shout out all my left laners who officially tapped in to the new music left lane mix here on the Punchline Academy. It is Wednesday. The Inphamus Amadeuz is officially live and activated. And as always, anytime I'm on the mix, please be sure to take a video or photo of yourself and post it in your social media stories and tag me at the Inphamus Amadeuz. Tag at Shade45 so I can repost you and make sure, Tone, that you are driving at the speed you're supposed to.
Yeah. Make sure you on that SiriusXM app. We have all our interviews loaded up there.
Yes.
Some classic interviews. And I actually, believe it or not, I liked what they did with the app. They just changed the user interface so it looks a lot cleaner, and you're able to access them a lot faster, and it's able to plug to your car differently. So I really appreciate that. So make sure you check that out.
That's what it is. Shout out to Miss Get Adam, who made me not only have the SiriusXM app, but make sure that I have it in the car, because for her convenience, she doesn't want to plug the phone in.
As you should. Hello.
So I have to have both to make sure that I am in the left lane speeding. And speaking of guys that are in the left lane, we have East New York in the building, and he's accompanied by a guy who's been working and grooving since the early 80s, probably even before that. Shout out to my guy, City the Great in the building, and Kool Ski, what's up?
Peace.
Yes.
What up?
So let me start with Kool Ski. So shout out to my guy Cocaine, who is one of my favorite people in hip hop, because he told me he has like 4,000 features.
Yeah.
Like this is and I didn't even really understand how many artists he worked with. Like he's worked with everybody. Forget the West Coast guys. He got records with Mobb Deep. He got records with Tony Yayo. And I saw that you guys had a collaborative record, which is this is how like he introduced me to this whole situation. Now talk about collaborating at this age,
Right.
and the struggle to maybe figure out what people are listening to and not listening to, because it kind of feels like, and I'm just saying from the radio perspective, I often feel like a lot of people, they won't tap into the new music. Like, for example, like, can you turn this mic on? I don't think his mic's on.
My mic sounds he's in.
So as an example, I often feel that instead of people listening to the new Nas records, like the new King Disease and Magic, they just play Illmatic. So as someone who's still creating, like, what are some of the things you do to engage the audience still?
I mean, you gotta tap into the audience that you're comfortable with. So I mean, you gotta, what's the old saying? Take the girl to the prom.
Yeah.
When you brought to the prom, take her home or whatever. But that's what you got to do. I think a lot of old school classical artists, what they try to do is they try to tap into a new audience.
Okay.
Sometimes the new audience don't know who the hell they are. It's like some of the, I'm going to get off topic for a minute. Some of the NFL players, rookies, don't know who the past players are. You ask them, well, who is Emmitt Smith? I never heard of him. So you got some of the new artists or some of the new fans don't know.
The disconnect.
Yeah, they don't know who Kool or Cocaine is. So, but the music got to speak for itself at the same time. So if you got good music, they're going to tap in no matter what the age is. We're at an age where we should be retiring from a mic. I do a feature here and there, but I won't do a damn LP, EP, or album. I don't have that in me to do something like that. But a feature here and there is cool. But like I said, the music got to speak for itself. If the music is good, they're gonna come. If it sounds like crap, they're not gonna rock with it.
Yeah, they're not gonna rock.
Old school and new school audience.
Shout out to City Great in the building. He is I guess you would call him a new artist, but he comes with a heavy cosign, because not only does he come with this guy's cosign, my boss actually called me like, listen, I got this guy who's trying to get to Punchline Academy, and he's like, are you, like, if I'm ducking him, let's say, I'm like Ron, you know how many guys are trying to get on this platform? Like, I have the hottest shit for lyrics. It's you should see my DM. It's crazy. It's nothing but it's nothing but 40-year-old rappers. That's it. Like no women. Shout out to my wife. No women.
Hey, watch it.
No women. But is there any pressure with like having these type of cosigns, right?
Nah.
Nope.
It's all blessings, because, you know what I'm saying, I've been doing this since I was like 9 years old. So it's just an honor. You know what I mean? It's motivation. I don't go out there and create worrying about what people think about them, because music is, it's preference. So nah, it's not pressure. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that he's creating his own lane.
Yeah.
So if it's anything, I hate to call them old school. Any back in the day artists can do for up and coming artists, they should do it for them. Because your time in the sun has come and gone, so why not pass along that? I mean, some guys still want to stay in that spotlight.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with that. But if you did what you had to do, but you're still doing shows and getting money, why not pass some information along to an up-and-coming artist and let them have that time in the sun? You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it.
And it helps because, like, between him and Ed, like him and Special Ed, I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying, about how to move in the business. Like separating the artist mentality from the business mind, you know what I'm saying? So I could calculate my steps a little better, you know what I mean?
All right, that's what it is, man. Calculation on the Punchline Academy, Tone.
I saw a recent thing. It was a interview on a podcast where Lil Yachty said that he had just recently listened to Reasonable Doubt, which is considered one of the greatest rap albums ever.
Yeah.
And OGs were going crazy. They're like, how this dude who is a rapper just listened to it the other day. I mean, obviously you're a bit younger, but like, you know, did you listen to Reasonable Doubt just the other day, or?
Nah. I mean, if we speaking honestly, like, you know, him saying that he just listened to Reasonable Doubt, you know what I'm saying? He's not exactly a standard of what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the culture goes, you know what I'm saying? So him saying that, it's not shocking.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's making pop
Well,
music.
how old is Yachty? About 41?
No.
41,
He's
right?
probably in his
No.
mid-20s, give or take.
No,
No,
he got,
looks 41. Yeah, he looks kind of up in age. I mean, I'm being disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, if you're like 25, 26, the album came out in 96. And if you're a fan of hip-hop, fan of
Like
MCs,
26, yeah.
you gotta, you know, YouTube has been here since freaking 2006. You gotta
Tap in.
tap in. Exactly. You gotta tap in.
Jay-Z.
You gotta do your homework.
I think, not to interject, I think the problem is that people are no longer fan of MCs.
That's
like
true.
It's become like
Yeah.
I really realized here being on SiriusXM that we had the common I want to say we were very misinformative being from New York by just assuming that we were the ones that talk proper in this country.
Yeah.
Right? And I quickly realized being here Tone at SiriusXM that we are the ones with the accents. Right? So when you push this thing that goes through it, it's like I live in Pennsylvania. You go 5 hours from me in Pittsburgh, right? And you have an accent. So if they sound like you, they talk like you, they walk like you, you're gonna gravitate towards that sound tone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning.
So the reason why I brought up the Lil Yachty thing is because I feel a little bit like Lil Yachty in that sense because, like, Kool Rock, I'm going to be honest, when I found out about you, it wasn't because of the Fat Boys. It was through comedy, believe it or not. So Chris Rock had dropped his music video for the song Champagne, yeah. And he introduces you at the end and you drop a verse. And that's how I got put onto you. You know,
I didn't write that.
I mean, I should,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I should have known you were
Just to be
you were
clear.
from the Fat Boys, but here I am like, oh, this is Chris Rock's boy. But then watching the show, Everybody Hates Chris. He actually has an affinity for the Fat Boys. He did a whole episode about him going to one of the Fat Boys concerts.
Yeah.
In the show, was that true that little kids really used to sneak in to get fake IDs to go see you guys perform?
At a club once, I think it was in Brooklyn, it was a situation like that happened where the cops actually came to the club and it kind of shut it down. We were kids
the youngest
ourselves.
snuck in.
Yeah, we were kids ourselves. We was like, older than 18. So I guess they looked at us like, if they can be in there, we can be in there.
Yeah.
But it was a grown people's club, and so yeah, that kind of happened. Not to the extent they came in there with, hey, everybody get down. But a lot of kids were dragged out that night. So.
Oh, so just like the show. Cool.
Yeah, just like the show here on the Punchline Academy. Shout out to my guys with fake IDs sneaking in clubs. I am the infamous Amadeuz. My guy, City the Greatest here, and we're not going to waste no time because the Punchline Academy freestyle is about to happen right now. Make sure you are driving actively in the left lane. Shout out to Miss Get At 'Em, who is working production on this show. Because we are not in the Shade 45 studio. We are in a classified SiriusXM room. So, Ms. Get At 'Em, whenever you're ready, drop that beat. It's Shade 45, SiriusXM, City the Greatest here. Let's do it.
Look,
The infamous Amadeuz.
I got bars for anybody who claim the best. You trapped in the room with Bruce Lee in the game to death. All the money and power can't gain respect. That's why I treat your pro league like I'm playing rec. If it's up, I got no mask, it's the face of death. Back in the day, you get no pass if we think you sex. That was a thing in the past in the place I left. I got them on the edge of their seats. I'm King Kong in the jungle, turn you lion to sheep. If it's beef, boy, I ride on the beat. Word to 7, you could die in a week. Your writing session need a pillow since you lie in the sheets. Fuck a bullet, you can eat the iron with the side of your teeth. Your top 5, dead or alive, I'm dying to eat. You far from my level, you need to play with something safe. Life's a marathon, so why you try and fucking race? Shorty treated like a last supper, try and stuff her face. Bundles in a bucket case, you dealing with 100K. And I ain't trying to trust a fake. In the corner, losing your fingers, try and counterfeit. You all could get a chance to dance at the party, I'm out of it. A lot of people talk like they built, but they not equipped. The boy doing numbers like a lotto tick. They got me in the interrogation room cause I body this. And need a time machine to go back in time and find where the body went. I play the panel like a lobbyist on the brink of destruction. Who came to see Otis? I'm David Ruffin. You get your angel dusted thinking it's the place for frontin'. We could pump it up, I slow the house like Joe Button. You know nothing, you owe something, we gon' run it. I break your small face at the counter like all hundreds. Your bars lacking the layers, it's Nas rewind. Guess who back in the chamber? You rappers in dangers. The back blocks to the east, we don't chatter with strangers. I walk the streets, lights flicker. Why would you try and risk it? It's big Brooklyn business. The backpack rapper going live from the benches. My mind is relentless. My name in their mouth need to find them a dentist.
The Punchline Academy, SiriusXM, Shade 45, City the Great is in the building. So what do we have coming up? We got a project, we got an EP. Talk to the listeners.
Yeah, so I got the Syllabus album that's gonna be dropping later this year. I also got a collaboration, the Alien Gang project. Shout out to my Alien Gangs, Armani Rain, Kid Vicious, Rapman Ron, JC, and who else? Jet Suede. And I also got a project coming with my Certified Nation teammate, James Taylor, and one with Rain. Yeah, we working, you know what I'm saying?
All right, make sure you support my guy, City the Great. This is the Punchline Academy.
Yes, sir.
Shade 45, let's play some heat, and we'll be back after this.